There are businesses out there that have quietly made regular people millionaires for decades, and almost no one tries them because they're boring. And honestly, because most people are just too lazy to do the work. I've built convenience stores, restaurants, an oil company. I've had a nursing home, and these days I'm running a golf course and putting together a resort. And I'll tell you straight, every single one of them was some version of unglamorous work that most people wouldn't even bother with. That's actually the whole secret here. The businesses that build real wealth are rarely exciting. They're the ones nobody wants to talk about at a dinner party, the ones that sound boring the second you say them out loud. And that's exactly why there's so much room in them. Nobody's rushing in to compete against you. So grab a coffee because today we're just going to talk through these businesses, what they actually cost, what they can pay you, and the lazy excuse people use to avoid every single one of them. Stick around for the last one. It's the one that quietly makes more millionaires than almost anything on this list, and almost no one thinks of it as a real business. All right, well, let's get into it here. Let's start with one that gets an eye roll right before people even hear the numbers. And honestly, that eye roll is usually a good sign. You're onto something nobody wants to compete with you for. That's a commercial cleaning company. Now I can already hear some of you saying, Dave, a cleaning company, I get it. It sounds like the least exciting thing on the planet. But every office, every gym, medical building, and warehouse in your town, they need the work done after hours, every single night, whether the economy's good or bad. Nobody's cutting the cleaning budget. When things get tight, if anything, they clean more because they're competing against other people. You can start with basic equipment and insurance for $3,000 and $5,000. Your first contract or two will feel small, maybe $2,000 and $3,000 a month, and that's fine. That's just where everyone starts. But a handful of steady contracts brings in $6,000, $7,500 a month. And once you're not the one holding the mop anymore, hiring crews to run multiple contracts is genuinely how people turn this into real money over a few years. Walk into every building on one street and ask the front desk who currently cleans here and offer the first clean completely free. No ad spend, just lead work. People switch vendors for one bad experience, but they'll also switch for one genuinely great free one. So make that first job count. That's called guerrilla marketing. And since I'm going to bring this up on every single idea today, let me actually explain what guerrilla marketing is right now. Guerrilla marketing comes from a book by the same name written by J. Conrad Levinson back in the 80s. The whole idea is simple. You don't need a big ad budget. You need creativity, a smart partnership, some legwork instead of a check written to an ad agency. I learned this the hard way, not from a business school, but one of my businesses went down. Fire took everything I built, and I didn't have the money left over for advertising that might not even work. So I leaned on creativity instead, relationships, consistent effort in my own community. And that's why I'm able to stand here today. So every time I say, here's how you do it with guerrilla marketing from here on out, that's what I mean. Getting customers without spending real money, just creativity and a little hustle applied to whatever business we're talking about at the time. Now, the next business isn't something people usually get excited about, for sure. In fact, most people only think about it when they're the ones stuck dealing with the mess at hand. The junk removal business. Dave, you want me to haul people's trash? Yeah, I do, because it pays better than almost anything else on this list for how little skill it actually requires. Nobody dreams of running a junk removal business. As a kid especially, you can imagine standing around saying, someday I'm going to pick up trash. And that's exactly why so few people are competing against you in this business sector. A used truck, a trailer, basic tools, and insurance runs $3,000 to $6,000 to get started. Your first few jobs at $150 to $400 each feel like pocket change, but a steady stream of estate cleanouts, renovation debris, old furniture pickups brings in $5,000, $6,000 a month once the word gets around. Most of your cost after the truck is just gas and a dump fee, which is why the margins on this one are better than what people even expect. Here's how you do guerrilla marketing with this one. Partner with the local realtor and offer free cleanouts on their listings before the photos go up. A cluttered house photographs terribly, and a realtor who finds someone reliable to fix that fast will send you every listing that they've got month after month without you ever even to have to ask them. They're going to reach out to you automatically. This next one gets laughed at more than anything else on this list, right up until someone actually shows you the numbers. A portable toilet rental company. I know exactly what you're thinking. Dave, porta potties, come on. Every construction site, every outdoor event, every county fair needs them, and almost nobody wants to be in this business, which is exactly why the ones who are in it rarely have real competition. There's no glamour in it at all, and that's precisely the point. A small starter fleet of 10 units will run $8,000 to $10,000. Renting those out to job sites and events can bring in $6,000 to $8,000 a month. And unlike a few businesses on this list, the demand doesn't dry up in a bad economy. Construction events happen either way. And you know what else happens, right? Once these first 10 units are booked solid, adding a second fleet, just repeating what already worked over and over again. Here's how you do it with guerrilla marketing on this one. Offer one small construction company a free week of rentals to try out, no obligation. Once their crew realizes your units actually get serviced on time, that relationship alone can lock in months of repeat business. All right, let me pause for just a second here, because if any of these three have made you think, wait a minute, that's actually kind of smart. Yeah, that reaction is worth paying attention to. It usually means something clicked, not just that an idea is good on video. If you want help figuring out which one actually fits you, I do a free strategy call, owner to owner, no pressure. I'm looking for people who will actually go do the unglamorous work, not just think about it. Spots are limited because I do these myself. Well, here's one that sounds intimidating just from the name, but it's really just a skill most people have never bothered to learn. Medical billing service. Dave, I don't know anything about medical codes. Well, neither did I when I first heard about this one, but that's a learnable skill, not a mystery. And every single medical practice in the country needs someone doing it accurately, because a mistake in billing costs them real money every single month. Need to be accurate. A short certification course and basic software will run under $1,000 to get started. Your first clinic client might only bring in $800 to $1,500 a month, but once you've got 3 or 4 small practices on retainer, that grows to $4,000 to $6,000 a month. And it's some of the most recession-proof recurring revenue you're going to find anywhere on this list, because people don't stop needing medical attention when the money's tight. Here's how you're going to do guerrilla marketing on this one. Offer a small local clinic 1 free month of billing cleanup on their backlog. Doctors talk to other doctors all the time, and a clean set of books is the kind of thing they actually brag about to each other at the same conferences and associations that they already belong to. They're going to spread the word. They're going to talk about you. Go do a good job. Now, this next one gets confused with just being the landlord, and that's exactly why most people talk themselves out of it before they even look into it. A property management company. Dave, isn't that just dealing with tenants and toilets? And well, yeah, sometimes, sure, but you're not the one unclogging them. You're the one collecting a percentage of rent for making sure someone else does. Most landlords with more than one property are desperate to hand this off to somebody that they trust. Getting licensed and insured, depending on your state, will run around $2,000 to start. Managing a handful of rental properties for local landlords who don't want the headache can bring in $5,000 to $7,000 a month, and every additional property you add is almost pure profit on top of what you're already doing, since your systems and your time barely change as you scale. Here's how you do guerrilla marketing on this one. Offer a landlord who's clearly overwhelmed a free month of management to prove yourself. Landlords talk to each other at the same old landlord meetings that people go to, and Facebook groups, and just meeting on the street. One happy one refers you to 3 more. Go do it. The next one is so far off most people's radar, they don't even know it's a real job that you can get paid for. A notary and loan signing service. Dave, people actually pay for that? Every single real estate closing in the country needs a notary physically present, and title companies pay well for someone reliable who shows up on time with the right documents. It's tedious, it's paperwork heavy, and that's exactly why most people never bother getting certified. Getting certified, bonded, and insured runs about $500 to start. Your first few signups at 75 bucks to 150 bucks each will feel slow, but once title companies know that you're dependable, steady weekly signings bring in $3,000, $5,000 a month, done almost entirely on your own schedule, which makes this one of the easiest ones to run alongside a regular job while you build it up a little bit at a time. And here's how you do guerrilla marketing on this one. Offer one title company your first 3 signings completely free just to prove you show up on time with everything correct. Title companies keep a short list of people they actually trust for this, and getting on that list is worth more than any ad that you could ever run because they're going to keep calling you year after year. They're going to keep calling you over and over. 2 more thoughts before the last one because I want you to actually sit with something for a second. Every business on this list works because somebody's willing to do the boring, the unglamorous part that everybody else avoids. If one of these is already sticking with you, that's exactly the signal to pay attention to, not the flashy ones, the ones that quietly make sense to you. I do a free strategy call, owner to owner, no pressure. I'm looking for people who are ready to actually do this, not just talk about it. Spots are limited because I take these calls myself. Links below and pinned in the comments. All right, the last one, and it's the one that quietly makes more millionaires than almost anything else on here. And the reason is most people feel like it's beneath them before they realize how much money is quietly sitting in other people's garbage. A scrap metal and recycling collection business. Dave, you want me to collect other people's garbage? I want you to collect what everyone else is throwing away for free and get paid for it, which is a very different thing when you actually think about it. Scrap yards pay by weight, and old appliances, wiring, machinery, they add up fast. A used truck or trailer and basic sorting tools run $1,000 to $3,000 to start. Early on, you're pulling in $1,500 to $2,500 a month from local pickups, appliances, wiring, old machinery. But once you've built relationships with contractors and businesses who have scrap on a regular basis, you can grow that to $4,000 to $6,000 a month. And people who scale into the multiple trucks and routes are some of the quietest millionaires that I've ever met because nobody's out there bragging about their scrap metal business at a party. Here's how you do guerrilla marketing on this one. Offer one local contractor free removal of scrap metal from their job sites. No charge, just let you keep what you haul. Contractors hate dealing with scrap, and a reliable person who takes off their hands for free gets referred to every other contractor that they know. The word's going to get around. So there you have it. 7 businesses that quietly build real wealth, and every single one of them has the exact same excuse, keeping people out. It's boring. It's dirty. It's beneath me. Here's what I actually believe after 38 years of doing this. The people who get rich aren't smarter than everybody else. They're not luckier either. They're just willing to do the thing everybody else thinks is too unglamorous to bother with over and over, long after it stops feeling exciting. If you're ready to actually pick one and go, let's talk. I'll do a free strategy call, owner to owner, no pressure. I'm looking for people who are done being lazy and they want to try. Spots are limited because I take every one of these calls myself. Links in the description and pinned in the comments. And if one of these 7 got you thinking, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the old like button and subscribe to the channel. I share practical business ideas, marketing strategies, and let me know in the comments which one you're going to take. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to see you in the next one.